Alright guys, this is Lewis from Misdemeanor Customs. Welcome to part 1 video of a top end rebuild on the engine of a Honda CB550 1976. I've had oil problems, I've had compression problems, so I just thought I'm just going to tear the thing down, replace every nut and bolt, get it painted and get the thing running properly. I've got my manual. I've got a video that I purchased, which I don't agree that you should have to purchase videos, so I'm posting this video for free. So make sure you like, subscribe, because this is part 1 of many parts on how to do a top end rebuild on a Honda CB550. Enjoy. Okay guys, this top part here I've already taken off. I took this off when I was taking the engine out of the frame, because every inch matters when you're taking the engine out of the frame. So this section was already off, which goes there. Okay. Next is to take these off. Now I want to explain why I'm actually doing a top end rebuild on this engine. If you can see here, it's just full of oil. Every time I went out on a ride with the bike, there'd be oil leaking everywhere, so I'm assuming the head gasket's leaking, or both gaskets are leaking, so that's the main reason why I'm doing a top end rebuild. The other reason is the compression in cylinder 2 is absolutely awful, horrendous. I think it was 97 psi, so that's the second reason why I'm doing a top end rebuild. So the next is to release every Allen bolt basically on the top end. So this one and this one's going to give me problems, which is going to be fun. These should have washers on them as well. And they're quite longer than ones. This one here. This one here is a longer one. And this one hasn't got a washer on. Okay, I'll deal with them in just a minute. That's what I hate about Allen bolts. If they round, then they're a friggin' nightmare. You can't even use impact screwdrivers on them. These off. This is 10mm. These got O-rings on them, and for some reason so this side here has got O-rings and this one didn't. And I just realised that the O-rings are stuck in the side. The O-rings are stuck, actually stuck in there, so yeah. There you go. There's one. Trying to hold the camera and do this. Come in. That should be in there like so. So just be aware that these should come off with this, but for some reason it was stuck in the side of the case of the engine, so just be aware. So I'm going to take these off, and that one there as well. This here has a little L on it for the left hand side, and this one here will have the letter R on it, so you can't get these mixed up. And it's got a washer as well with it. So I'll just put this in. I'll just put it in the tray of this, just so I don't lose anything. Letter R for the right hand side. Let's hope this works. I've noticed this Allen bolt, this Allen bolt and this Allen bolt don't have washers on. Hence the reason it's been a nightmare. Sure not to get anything in the engine. I tried this baby on it with no joy. Okay guys, I just found another head and I seem to have cracked open this stubborn son of a bitch. Oops. So I just hope the other two, I haven't tried this one or this one yet, I just hope they crack open like this one did, and I tell you what, even now turning it, it's solid. Try and crack this one. Yes. And last, get this off. One more. Oh yeah, that's it. Woo! Yep, no washers on that one. No washing on this one. And same, no washers on this one. And I tell you what, this is tough. Whoops. This is tough. And that's what it looks like. Underneath. Okay guys, I was looking at the top and I noticed there was a couple of seals missing here, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I've just found them on the underside. 1, 2, 3, and where is the other one? Oh, there is one there. So I'll just pop them back on. Just so I know they're all accounted for. And that's a red one. Is that supposed to be red? Orange? I don't know. I'm going to be replacing all these anyway. And that's what it looks like underneath, full of oil. Okay, next step is to loosen this chain here. And to do this, we've got to undo the lock nut, which is located under where the carburetors would go here. Just let me move the camera around and I'll show you. Okay, the lock and nut is situated here. This is the other side of the engine of the view that you just had. And the next job is to loosen this lock nut and then loosen this screw inside, and that will loosen the tension chain. So I'll just zoom in here. And it's a 10mm bolt. That's quite loose. And the next job is to turn this clockwise 90 degrees. Okay, and then just tighten that. Just tighten this. And what this will do will give me some play and some slack in the chain. Okay, that's not budging. Okay guys, I've spun the engine round just to get a better view. Next step is to undo the 10mm bolts that's holding the chain tensioner, the cog. There's one bolt here, and we'll have to spin the engine over to get the other bolt there. So you may have to hold the other side of the crank just to keep the engine. Whatever you do, don't drop the bolts down the engine, because that will be rather annoying. I just spin the engine over, spin the crank around to get to the other bolt. Bolt number 2. You just remove it from so you can get this chain off, you'll have a lot more, it'll be easier to get the sprocket off. As I said, it's full of oil, so it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. There you go, that's better. It's just a case of feeding it through the sprocket. This is so slippery. Oops. Okay, there's a sprocket off. I'm just looking at the sprocket here, and it looks, I don't know if you can see that right there, it looks a bit chewed up. The rest of it looks okay. It's just there, it looks a little bit chewed up. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm probably going to replace this. Wipe my hands. Next step is try your best not to let this chain. Try your best not to let this chain fall. It doesn't really matter if the chain falls because it's not going to go much place, but it's just easier if you can, just until you get yourself sorted. So there's, it's come along really nicely, and this looks in decent condition as well. Give that a nice clean up. Okay, you can go ahead and remove these gaskets now, these chromic gaskets. Get a screwdriver. Where's my screwdriver? I'm going to replace these, order these from Honda, because you don't want any oil, you don't want any leaks going on down there. I don't know why this one's orange. I don't know if they all come with one orange one, but as I said, I'll be replacing all these ones. So best thing to do is order these from Honda. Don't buy them. Don't buy the cheap ass ones off eBay. So now the head bolts, you can get to the head bolts now. But first, I just want to undo the, there's 10mm bolts. This bolt is the one that holds the, adjusts the tensioner. So you want to remove this one. If you can hear noise in the background, I'm listening to or watching the Belgian Grand Prix. There's the chain tensioner bolt. Make sure you get the washer as well. Next is to remove this one here. Mine's an Allen bolt. Yours might be a normal bolt. It's in a bit of an awkward position to get out actually, but it's coming. No washer. And next is to get this 10mm bolt out. Right, time to get the head bolt off. So 12mm. I messed up a little bit there. Best thing to do is loosen from the center out. So there's always one, isn't there? Use this. I could do with a magnet really, which I have ordered. Right, so I get that one out now. Got the son of a bitch. Right, let's crack this baby open. So there you have it. I took the first section of the head off, and I think I'm going to wrap that up for end of part 1. Stay tuned. Part 2, I'll be removing the tensioner off, giving this a good inspection to see the state of it, and then removing this, and then the pistons. Remember, like, subscribe, and part 2 will be ready soon.